Alright, guys, well, I'm gonna do just a real plain fucking Jane kind of thing here, a review. I figured why not? Because I want to establish at least a beginning, a forward step into something I'm going to begin pretty soon around the corner. So, for one, I do intend to buy pretty much the podcasting equipment, the mic, the camera, maybe a better computer. Until then, though, I just really wanted to take this first step, and I'm going to review that fucking COVID movie, Songbird, which, my God, it was awful. I challenge any one of you. For one, let me put out there, please do not waste your $20 to rent that shit on any streaming service. Or I don't know what theater is open where you can find it. I would caution you, by all means, don't watch that shitty movie. It is a sloppy, lazily put together story. It's a cash grab. The people saying it's exploitive, I mean, come the fuck on. It's a Hollywood movie. Hollywood is all about exploitation, so, you know, get off your high horse for a fucking second. So, aside from that, here we are. We are in lieu of COVID-23, where it's become some sort of a it kills you within a 24 to 48 hour period, mostly 24 hours. You don't get to see like a whole bunch of people getting sick and dying, like a movie like Quarantine or Contagion, for example. So it's not that. It lacks that entirely. Matter of fact, it feels so small in scope because it's set in Los Angeles, okay, City of Angels, and you only really get to focus on people. Eight people that it's all so conveniently put together that they're all connected somehow. And you follow really a pretty shitty COVID slash quarantine love story of a man that's immune, and they are known as Munies. Minor spoilers, but nothing important. And they get to roam free. One of the villains goes as far as saying, "We are the Munies. We are gods amongst men because we can do whatever we want." And since, you know, the LA is essentially barren entirely, well, that's exactly what our lead protagonist does. He goes wherever he pleases. He is a courier. One of the opening lines that sticks with me is, rich people are priority for delivering packages. Like, so, as this courier, this entire company that are couriers, you only get to see this one guy and his boss talking. So again, giving that image that these are the only people in LA, even though apparently everybody is just locked inside. It's illegal to step out of your house. You can't talk to your neighbor. That's illegal. So a lot of fun things, and that's why I was even more disappointed that they just really fucked up on something. Like, if they were going to exploit COVID of all things, they could have done so much more with this to play around and make it something, I don't know, bigger or more powerful message. And the ending, really sloppy, really fucking cheesy. Not gonna put that one out there, of course. Um, Sorry, my dog in the background is complaining because he knows that I spent $20 to watch that piece of shit movie. I love this opening line as well. Probably one of my favorites. Favorite part of the movie is this one line from some character you don't ever get to meet. It's like, "Oh, hey, remember the days, the good old days of fake news? Yeah. Well, now it's the real news that's the worst." And that I kind of liked. I didn't know if it was a jab or anything, but it was a clever line. And that was the extent of my enjoying the entire film. They put this one character that lasted about 5 minutes just to tie a series of events that otherwise wouldn't have occurred. And he's an actor of like some form of notoriety. You'd recognize him. He just pops up out of nowhere during an impossible moment for this man to show up, just so the story can move on to its next sloppily written scene. So yeah, Songbird is really just um, I don't want to say fear mongering. I mean, the premise is fun, but it's not executed well at all. So yeah, you're essentially you're. I'm sure this was a low budget film. You're given the illusion that You know, it's a huge city. Oh, and the mortality rate is 56%, and their death toll is up to 110 million. And I think, what was it, 2025? So, yeah, 5 years from today. Um, so that's, yeah, all I gotta say. I cannot put this movie down enough. Demi Moore is in it. You can tell she's probably not passionate about this job. There's another guy that's a villain in almost every movie. One of my favorite actors who is, get this, he was just a garbage truck driver, right? Minor spoiler about the major antagonist in the movie. And because COVID started to kill everybody off in waste management, this man assumes a military like role. And so waste management turns into the sanitation department, which looks like a government or federally funded thing, you know, where if you everybody in the world apparently, or in the country, has to take their 9 a.m. COVID test, temperature test. And if you get that fever, well, he comes knocking on your door with his sanitation soldiers, and they make sure you're dead, and they take you off to an area you never get to see, the Q zone, which they pretty much infer is code for quick death. It's like a third world FEMA camp. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. If I was to score it, I'd give it a 1 out of 10, because it's just that disappointing. I can't get the time that I wasted back, or the money. Um, the girl in the relationship, the main relationship, is very pretty. She did a nice job at acting, but otherwise, this failed on every single uh, department that it could have delivered something pungent, fun, powerful, had a message, but you just walk away like, yeah, okay, that was disappointing, and this ending is stupid. So, yeah, okay, so this is the first video, guys. The next one, I want a whole professional setup. I'm going to be doing some editing. I want to do just a whole revamp, and eventually have my own show, and maybe on this YouTube channel. So, yeah, I'm going to share this on one of my social media platforms. I'm fucking tired of Facebook. It's bullshit. Constant censorship. I told a lady to calm down and take a Xanax. I got a 30-day ban. But anyway, that's it, guys. Don't waste your time. But if you're that curious and you want to waste the 20, go ahead and do it. And then just let me know later that you pretty much agree with everything I said. Because I don't envision a single person that has any more than 2 brain cells saying, wow, that was a fantastic fucking movie. Alright, that's it. Cash grab is all it was. And I hope you find a better movie out there. Like fucking, I don't know, Waterworld, by God, is better. Fucking Barney the Dinosaur would be a better choice in film. Okay. Alright, that's it, kids. First video of a new launch for me. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Appreciate it. Y'all take care.